Right, afternoon, I'm back. I'm downstairs now because it's Euro 2012 time, so I can't not watch my football game. It's Italy-Croatia, and Italy are 1-0 up at the moment. But not the most eventful game ever, interesting to watch, but not bad. So I'm back with a second review today. I've almost worked my way through the mknchng tobaccos that I was sent, so this is some of his sweet Burley Jack, his own tobacco. Now, Blue Collar Smoker did a review of this. I've watched to see if he had any extra information. Stopped pretty much before I got to his opinion on it. Don't want to taint my taste buds. I was smoking this in my Butch Choquin Origin, which I've been smoking Carter Hall through just lately, so hopefully I've cleared out anything in there. Now from the pack, all these tobaccos have a slight smell of the McClelland Dark Navy Flake I was smoking earlier. Such a pungent smell. It's kind of filtered through into some of the other tobaccos slightly. But out of the packet, this it's got a slight cocoa-y, chocolatey kind of smell to it. I'm trying to ignore that smell of the Dark Navy Flake. But the mixture of the Dark Navy Flake kind of makes this smell a little bit like blackjack, so licoricey. But there is a very, very nice kind of like cocoa-y sort of smell to it. Like what Blue Collar said, it's a lovely, lovely dark brown Burley. Mixture of, well, there's bits of cube I guess in here, bits of ribbon. Not too dissimilar to a shag cut, just not quite as uniform. Moisture level, this is perfect. It was a bit moisture when I got it, but I never transferred this into anything. I just left it in the bag I was given it. So let's have a better look at it. I say it's a very consistent colour. Once you get it out and have a nosy, there's a bit of an assortment. There's some darker tones in here, some lovely browns. There is some black notes as well. But it does, I say, have a very, very lingering aroma of the Dark Navy Flake. And in fact, to be honest, the Peter Stockleby Bullseye, that I smoked the other day had a bit of that to it as well. It's any problem when you have tobaccos in plastic bags close to each other. But you know, these are ready to taste, so on the stem there. But this smells gorgeous. Being an Englishman, we don't get too many Burley aromatics. It's mainly an American thing. We're more Virginias. Get rid of these last few crumbs. Right, so load it up. Gonna need a little bit more of that. So, as many of you probably now are aware, I have an announcement to make. In the UK, the only American tobaccos we get are basically the Century tobaccos, which are Consolidated, Altadis, and Lane Limited's bulk tobaccos. All the sweet aromatics and things like that. And many people in the UK think that that's all American tobaccos are. And until I started getting into YouTube and message boards and doing trades with people, I also came under that impression. And after I tried a few of the GL Pease, Cornell and Deal, McClelland tobaccos, I was kind of like, hang on, this is quite interesting here. So through communications with Greg, GL Pease, I put feelers out to try and start importing some of Greg's tobaccos. And it's taken a long time, a lot of faffing about, but I can now announce that we now stock GL Pease tobaccos here in the UK and for Europe. So, I mean, the price is quite high, ridiculous UK duty costs and all that sort of stuff, but we have 6 of the GL Pease tobaccos. I'll put some information in the bucket below. But I'm over the moon to be able to announce this to you. Both me and Greg are quite happy. He's finally got another outlet in Europe. And rather jokingly enough, I'm bringing his English style tobaccos back home. No moisture retainers, no humectants, nothing in it, just pure tobacco made with distilled water. And if you've never tried a GL Pease tobacco before, what's wrong with you? And if you're in the UK and you don't know where to get them from, you do now. But anyway, so done my little plug. Back to the tobacco. So like I say, this is Make and Change Mark's Burley Jack. Smoking it in my But Chacun Origin 01. Let's see what the Charlie light brings. Don't get a great deal off the cold draw, but it is quite a long stemmed pipe. Well, I'm not really expecting to.
Started better the second half, and they've been able to, as I said before, push Italy backwards. They haven't done in the first. They didn't do it all in the first half. More possession. You know, Silla's getting forward a lot more.
So, off the bat, creamy, very creamy.
I think they could just put the Italian defence under pressure.
Ooh. Some nuts. It's like cocoa-y notes. And a really nice sweetness to it. The taste of the dark, that dark navy flake's not come through, which is good.
England's next match on the BBC. It's live tomorrow from 7 PM. Sweden against England, live from Ukraine on BBC One and BBC One HD.
The sweetness to it is kind of like a molasses sugar sweet, but I quite like this. It's a lot sweeter than Carter Hall, which is one of my only experiences with a Burley blend. And I get the impression that this has some flavouring soaked into it, which is why it's quite dark. So, nuts, slightly woody, roastedness to it. You're getting hints of a cigar-like flavour. And kind of a, like I say, kind of a chocolatey tone to it as well. So, as always, I'm going to smoke a little bit more of this, and I shall return at the end. But it burns cool, even though I'm going at this quite fast, quite hard. It burns cool, and it's inhalable. Shouldn't have discovered that now, but hey. So, I shall return. So, turn this down a bit. Quick update. In fact, I would say quick update. It's amazed me how fast this is actually burnt. I've smoked a whole bowl, and it's not a small bowl, in about 10 minutes. It just tastes amazing. Have you taken Carter Hall? Because the background flavours remind me so much of Carter Hall. It's got kind of like that roasted, nutty sort of flavour, with a slight bit of hay kind of ness to it, with kind of just a sweet cocoa. It's not really chocolatey, it's more of a sweet cocoa kind of topping to it. Dude, you done good with this. This is freaking awesome stuff. I could smoke this all day long. It's sweet, it's aromatic, but it's not a goopy aromatic. It's nice and it's cool. It's got quite a cakey taste. The flavour in my mouth is kind of sugars and honeys and a bit of cocoa to it. Lots and lots of roasted nuts, roasted hay type flavours. But this is gorgeous stuff, dude. Like I say, congratulations are in order, because you've done a cracking job with this. I'm intrigued to know what you've done, if you've made this yourself. I say, a kind of background flavour to it does remind me a lot of Carter Hall. Now, I can't imagine that tobacco ghost, that clears ghost, so I could. You're tasting a bit of that. There you got me, me tamper stuck in my pipe then. So, my friend, I thank you. Out of the 5 of the tobaccos you sent to me that I've reviewed, have I reviewed 5 of them? Or 4 of them? I've lost track. I've just got a toasted Burley to do, which as far as I know is just a plain straight Burley. And I've smoked most of that box of Carter Hall you sent me as well. So as I said in a previous video, I will get your trade ready. With some interesting things to send to you. But no, thank you ever so much for sending me these tobaccos. Thank you very much for watching. And don't forget about GL Pease, now available in the UK. www.gauntleys.com. GAUNTLEYS.com. So, take care everybody. See you all soon. Goodbye.